Anyway, there's nothing you or I can do to bring them back now.
He has risen, baby girl. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand.
We have done it. The drought is finally over. Shawn finally released his 2 new songs, Isn't That Enough and Why. Now, I'm not going to be the only one here to say that it looked like for a while we probably wouldn't see him for a long time, but he finally released at least a couple of the tracks from his new album. All around, I am so excited to finally hear some new music from Shawn because it has been a minute. I am so excited to finally get into this. I already know Why is going to be awesome. All right, I'm not going to postpone anymore. Let's get into it. Ooh, that's already so good.
Warm is the rain. My hands still shaking, my mind still racing, my heart still breaking in two. Be patient, my mother still calls for the news. Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough?
Already, I'm loving this. The vibe it's given off for the whole song. It almost sounds exactly like you would hear around a campfire, basically. Which I know he used like a clip of him playing it around a campfire to promote the song. All around, it is such a nice vibe. And you can tell he took his time with it. And it just comes across as so like gentle with how his voice comes out. If there's one thing that a lot of people cannot deny is his incredible like range. He and Sabrina Carpenter are kind of in the same boat for me with how they are able to handle their breathiness when it comes to their voice, as well as like the rasp that they have. It's a very natural rasp, and it's something that a lot of people don't know is that you don't want to force that rasp, because if you do, you can damage your voice. And he is handling it beautifully here. Oh God, I don't know what else to say. And also just that nice little gentle guitar melody, like the way it intros, it sounds like more of like his older stuff instead of like his newer stuff that he's been releasing. This just sounds a lot more like folksy and just more real, I guess you could say. Well, all around, I am already loving this, so let's keep going.
Heart still breaking in two.
Okay, let's talk about it more in depth. So originally I was talking about just the instrumental and how his voice is, but I want to talk a little bit about the lyrics too, especially when it comes to the chorus, when he goes, my hands keep shaking, my mind's still racing, my heart's still breaking in two. And just like that whole bit, it's hard to explain because it's definitely something you can tell from when it comes to like anxiety, which he has talked about in depth when it comes to his struggles with anxiety. But also when it comes down to the rest of it, where it goes, I'm still changing, my friends stay patient, my mother still calls for the news, isn't that enough? It's also more talking about like not holding yourself up to such a high standard, and how you're still changing, even no matter how old or how young you are. Your opinions are changing, your personality is changing, your entire way of looking at life is changing. And that is one thing that I absolutely love the song kind of gets across with just those lines, just like that whole chorus. Like honestly, I thought the song would be more of like just the chorus pretty much, but that is just God, it's hard to really get into. I gotta sit with it more, but I honestly think that one it's a really good way for him to come back. And I think this should have been more of like his intro for the whole album, because it is giving that vibe of like, I'm still changing, and then the rest of the album would have been like showing his progress through, or his process through that change. Beautiful song. It came across flawlessly, and honestly, I cannot wait to hear what the rest of the album is going to sound like. But now we move on to Why. Now this one has had me in a chokehold for weeks. Like, just the whole, like, instrumental for it with the guitar and how it sounds. And then plus that snippet he released back a week ago.
Don't know why. Don't know.
It's just so fun to me with the sound. But also I think it's coming across too with because the song is called Why. And I think it's more of like that mentality of like, I'm doing like all this stuff is going on, but I'm still doing this instead. Why? So I think the song is going to be more talking about his process of showing like, I'm doing all of this still, even though I'm hurting because of it, but why am I doing it? With all that added context out of the way, let's get into the song because I'm really excited to hear this one. I love how clear it looks, but it also looks grainy. That's awesome.
Opened up my journal to a page. Everything that hurts me still the same. Sweating through the sheets, shaking in bed. Visions of her naked in my head. But I went off and chose myself instead. Why is my mind?
Okay, we got to talk about that. I'm guessing, like, obviously, it's looking like in that beginning part, he's talking about Camila Cabello. You can tell right off the bat, like, with the first lines, he said, "Open up my journal to a page. Everything still hurts. Everything hurts me still the same. But at least we have nothing else to say. Why? It's because I get that 100%. Because especially when it comes to writing, you write something over and over and over and over again when it comes to it hurting you, but there's no progress when it comes from that pain. And that's articulated so well. And then it goes right into talking about everything when it comes to Camila Cabello, which, I mean, it's got to be about Camila Cabello, where he was choosing her, trying to do everything with her and having her in his head, but then he went off and chose himself instead. Why is he doing it? Why? It's almost like showing regret for that decision. And that is just awesome to me because that is something that's entirely relatable. Fuck, where was the song 2 years ago when I needed it?
I don't know.
Here we go.
All the lies were fucking with my head. But here I am singing songs again. Why ease my mind? I don't know why.
Here we go.
Don't know. Like everything goes round and round and round and round and round it goes. It's like everything. Thought I was about to be a father.
What?
Shook me to the core, I'm still a kid.
What?
Must I still cry out for my mother? Why?
Hold on. Shawn, what does that mean? What does that mean? Are you talking about you and Camila Cabello were probably got to have a kid? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what we're hearing? What? He needs to come out and talk about that ASAP because that is a crazy thing to just put in the song and have no one question. What?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Everything goes round and round and round and round it goes.
Holy shit. Wait, is there more? Okay, so we need to talk about that. Holy shit. That was so much better than I was expecting, but also that was not at all what I thought it was going to be about. I thought it was going to be more about him during his whole point when he was on tour. I thought it was going to be about that. I thought that's the way it was going to go. But it turns out to be just about a bunch of different things that he was feeling. These literally feel like journal entries. And it's so authentic too. And his voice is so much better than I thought it was gonna be for this new set of music. This whole like acoustic sound he has going for this whole album so far, I'm here for it. Especially because we haven't had anything like that from him in a little while, honestly. I mean, think about it. We had Handwritten, which was pretty much entirely acoustic. Illuminate, which is when he got more into his rock elements with the electric. His first self-titled, which was his third album, which was a lot more rock based. Then there was Wonder, where that one was more poppy, back to his original roots with more piano instead of acoustic or electric guitars. And then we went with It'll Be Okay, which was more of like an emotional ballad. And then there was When You're Gone, which was more rock. And then there was What the Hell Are We Dying For, which was more of an anthem. These are a lot back more to his original roots, as like with him and his guitar. And I am so here for that. All around, Shawn Mendes. Holy shit, my guy. I am so excited for the new music coming out. Why is going to be on repeat for the next few weeks. And all my friends are going to be mad at me. These songs were awesome. Why is definitely my favorite out of the two, but Isn't That Enough is also really good as well. It just depends on the type of vibe you're going for. But why, I'm going to blast that in my car tomorrow while I'm driving around, because holy shit, that is a song you need to just drive around to. I am so excited for all the new music. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Shawn Mendes, Isn't That Enough, and Why. What did you guys think about them? Did you like them? Did you not like them? Let me know down in the comments. And which one was your favorite? Mine personally is Why. What do you guys think? Make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe for more reactions like this or covers I do down the line. I'm definitely going to try and do a cover of Why. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.